Oh, I've been working in photography since I went to Chicago in 1970. I was associated with the Institute of Design in Chicago. It's best known for photography and filmmaking. I was working in research. I was a microbiologist working in research. And it seemed to me that the artists were having a lot more fun than the scientists. So I thought, well, I'd like to be an artist, so what am I going to do? So I tried sculpture. That didn't work at all. I didn't like it at all. I didn't do very well at it all. And that's when, okay, photography. I began photography in 1970. Here it is 2010. So I have seen a huge surge change. And I've been victim of it, and also I have benefited from it. How has it helped me to grow as an artist? Well, I've made my own reality. I make my own places. I now can go into the surrealist world. I can now say, because really that's what I do want to say, the ultimate, goal of any artist is to reach out to their audience and say, look at it this way. Ooh, that's a story. Ooh, that reminds me of a dream. Ooh, that's like a ghost. Oh, that reminds me of my mother. Their own stories. The manipulation began for me when I was living in London, England. I lived in London, England, and did photography work there too. And what was going on then was certainly in the magazines, the fashion out of London, there was a woman who was hand painting her photos. So why don't you look at your photograph as a sketch and then be more artistic and apply the color. So I started doing that, and it worked even in when I got back to Toronto, and I've continued it even today. In my digital darkroom, I hand tint a black and white photo. This one, of course, is also a well-known photo of mine, and just a little bit of color says so much. And the yellow works, I think, with the black and white. Right? That's over in Manitou. This one, too, very early a photo of mine, probably one of the first that I took here in Cape Breton. I collect heart-shaped rocks, so I lined them up on the beach. And it's a black and white photo. You can still see the black and white here. That's been left. People ask, well, why do you hand color? It's just to sort of, give a little extra punch, a little more of a creative swing to it, as it were. A color photograph of that would be so what? But this, the heart shapes and the different rocks just jump. Photography is being in the state of grace with chance. And I think a lot of that chance, you say, well, the computer isn't chance anymore. Oh, yes, it is. To me, it's so much more important to develop that philosophical imagery, or, my feelings about life, about death, about our existence here, about our culture. So that's, and because it's getting deeper and deeper, it's getting harder and harder to go out there and snap, 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 snap. I mean, there are so many images in this world. There are billions and billions on computer hard drives that will probably never see the light, and maybe they shouldn't. But the point is, everything seems to be now experienced in 2 dimensions by our culture. So it's made it even more important for me as an artist, using a common enough process called photography, digital photography, to really hone in, to really make my photographs speak. First, they have to speak to me of the world that I want to create.